Ever feel like someone's smile hides a darker intent? Today, we'll unveil 6 red flags to watch out for, helping you identify the toxic individuals in your life before it's too late. In our daily interactions, we often encounter individuals who, at first glance, seem perfectly pleasant, even charming. However, beneath that polished exterior can lurk intentions far more sinister than we initially perceive. This duality, the ability to wear a mask of benevolence while harboring malevolent intentions, is what we refer to when discussing the concept of hidden evil. It's a notion as old as human civilization itself, reflected in countless stories and historical accounts. The subtle nature of such evil allows it to infiltrate our lives quietly and insidiously, often under the guise of friendship or support. Imagine someone who always seems eager to help, but their assistance comes with strings attached, gradually weaving a web of dependency and control. The true danger lies not in overt hostility, but in the deceptive allure of their charm, which can blind us to the underlying threat. Recognizing these signs is not merely a matter of social navigation. It is a crucial step in safeguarding our mental peace and emotional well-being. By understanding and identifying these red flags, we empower ourselves to break free from toxic influences before they take root. This awareness is a reflection of the Stoic principle of maintaining vigilance over our minds and environments. Just as the Stoics taught us to guard against the erosion of our inner tranquility, so too must we be alert to those who would disrupt our lives under the guise of kindness. By the end of this discussion, you will be equipped with the knowledge to discern these hidden dangers, ensuring that your path remains clear and your peace of mind intact. In the labyrinth of human relationships, there's a subtle art to recognizing those who wear a mask of virtue while harboring a soul of malevolence. These individuals, much like the wolf in sheep's clothing, manipulate and control not through overt aggression, but through a cunning erosion of your confidence and perception of reality. It's a quiet, almost invisible force that gnaws at the edges of your consciousness, leaving you questioning your own judgment. The great Stoic philosopher, Epictetus, taught us that the key to safeguarding our mental fortress lies in the vigilant guarding of our minds against such insidious influences. Imagine, if you will, a fortress with its gates thrown wide open. It invites not only allies but also those who seek to plunder. So too does an unguarded mind invite the subtle manipulations of those with nefarious intent. The Stoics remind us to be the vigilant gatekeeper of our own psyche, ensuring that only what is true and beneficial is allowed to enter. In practical terms, this means fostering a keen awareness of who you allow into your inner circle. Ask yourself, are they reinforcing your strengths, or are they slowly eroding your confidence under the guise of friendship? Recognizing these manipulative tactics early is paramount, for once the damage is done, it can be challenging to rebuild what has been subtly dismantled. Remember, the Stoics did not advocate for isolation. Rather, they emphasized the importance of surrounding oneself with virtuous company, those who would elevate rather than diminish one's spirit. In this way, by employing Stoic wisdom, you can fortify your mind against those who seek to control and manipulate through deceit and psychological warfare. In the labyrinth of human interactions, discerning the malevolent from the benign can sometimes feel like an insurmountable challenge. Evil doesn't always wear a visible mask. It often lurks beneath layers of charisma and feigned sincerity, making early identification crucial. Think of it like this. A person who seeks to manipulate others is akin to a skilled illusionist, creating a facade that obscures their true intentions until it's almost too late. The Stoics, in their wisdom, understood the importance of vigilance in such matters. They taught us to guard our minds with the same diligence we would a fortress, recognizing that our perception is the first line of defense against those who seek to distort it. Evil individuals often possess a remarkable ability to blend into their surroundings, much like a chameleon adapting to different environments. This adaptability makes them particularly dangerous, as they can exploit the dynamics of any social setting to their advantage. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus reminds us that it's not the events themselves that disturb us, but the views we take of them. By cultivating a clear and rational mindset, we can learn to see beyond the superficial charm and identify the subtle signs of manipulation. Imagine for a moment a colleague who always seems to have your back, offering help and support with a friendly smile. Yet, over time, their actions don't match their words. They take credit for your ideas, sow seeds of doubt about your abilities, and subtly undermine your confidence. Initially, you might dismiss these as isolated incidents, but together they form a pattern of control and deceit. Here lies the danger. Evil can appear innocuous, especially when it masquerades as benevolence. Recognizing these individuals before significant damage occurs requires us to be proactive observers of behavior, not just passive participants. It's about noticing the inconsistencies in their stories, the way they thrive on chaos and conflict, and how they deflect responsibility onto others. Stoicism teaches us to trust in our rational judgment and not be swayed by emotional manipulation or the fear of conflict. In doing so, we arm ourselves with the tools necessary to protect our mental well-being and maintain a strong sense of self, free from the corrosive influence of toxic individuals. Have you ever felt like you're living in a world that's been completely turned upside down by someone else's words? That's the insidious power of constant lying and manipulation of truth. It's a tactic as old as time, yet its effects are as devastating today as they were in ancient Rome. The Stoics, wise as they were, warned us about such people. They believed that clarity of mind and truth were the bedrocks of a virtuous life. When someone constantly lies, they're not just reshaping reality, they're eroding your sense of self and your trust in the world. Imagine a colleague who takes credit for your work, twisting the truth to suit their narrative. Or a friend who tells you one thing but means another, leaving you in a perpetual state of confusion. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus taught us that we must guard our minds against such influences. He advised us to remain steadfast, to hold on to our perception of reality, and to challenge deceit with reason. By doing so, we can maintain our peace of mind and not fall prey to the chaos that manipulators thrive in. In today's world, where misinformation is rampant and truth can often seem elusive, this Stoic principle is more relevant than ever. We must be vigilant, discerning the lies from the truth, and trusting in our ability to see through the fog of deception. Remember, the truth is not just a matter of fact, it's a matter of perspective and courage. Trust your instincts, and don't let the liars distort your reality. Let's delve into a particularly insidious red flag: the love of conflict. Have you ever encountered someone who seems to thrive in chaos and discord, as if conflict were their lifeblood? These individuals are the architects of drama, creating tension wherever they go. They might present themselves as passionate or assertive, but beneath this facade lies a deeper, more unsettling motive: a desire to control. By fostering conflict, they can manipulate situations to their advantage, often leaving those around them feeling destabilized and on edge. This tactic is used to assert dominance, as it forces others to constantly react and adjust to the manufactured chaos. From a Stoic perspective, understanding and navigating such dynamics requires cultivating inner peace. The Stoics teach us that true tranquility comes from within, from a steadfastness of mind that is unshaken by external turmoil. Marcus Aurelius, a revered Stoic philosopher, often wrote about the importance of maintaining a calm and rational mind amidst chaos. He believed that by focusing on what we can control, our reactions, our thoughts, and our emotions, we can remain unaffected by the external storms others may conjure. When faced with someone who loves conflict, consider this: why do they seek out such discord? Often, it's a means to distract from their own insecurities or to project their inner turmoil outward. By recognizing this, you can avoid being drawn into their web of negativity. Instead, prioritize your own mental clarity and peace. Practice detachment, not in a cold or indifferent way, but as a means of safeguarding your emotional and mental well-being. Relatable examples abound. Think of a colleague who thrives on office gossip and drama, or a friend who always seems to find themselves in the middle of a dispute. Their consistent need for conflict is not a reflection of your actions, but of their own unresolved issues. By applying Stoic principles, you can choose to engage with them from a place of understanding, but also maintain firm boundaries that protect your inner peace. Remember, the Stoics remind us that we are not obliged to attend every argument we're invited to. By choosing calm over chaos, you not only protect yourself, but also set an example of resilience and strength for others. So the next time you encounter a lover of conflict, respond with serenity and wisdom, keeping your peace intact. Imagine this. You're in a conversation with someone, and as it progresses, you find yourself questioning your own perceptions and memories. This is the insidious tactic known as gaslighting, where an individual twists reality, making you doubt your own experiences. Gaslighting is a subtle yet powerful form of manipulation that erodes your confidence and sense of self, leading you to rely more on the manipulator's version of events. It's a red flag that should never be ignored. From a Stoic perspective, this is where the teachings of clarity of mind and trusting your own reason become invaluable. The Stoics emphasize the importance of maintaining a firm grasp on reality and cultivating an inner compass that isn't easily swayed by external influences. Marcus Aurelius, for instance, often reflected on the necessity of understanding the nature of things as they truly are, not as they are presented to us by others. In practical terms, this means taking a step back when you feel confused or doubtful about your own thoughts. Practice self-reflection and ask yourself, does this align with what I know to be true? Journaling can be a powerful tool here, allowing you to record your thoughts and feelings as they happen, creating a personal archive to refer back to when doubt creeps in. Moreover, engaging with a trusted friend or mentor can provide an external perspective that reaffirms your reality. It's crucial to surround yourself with people who value truth and honesty, as they can help counteract the manipulative narratives imposed by a gaslighter. Ultimately, the Stoic focus on self-trust and reliance on reason empowers you to reclaim your perception of reality. By recognizing gaslighting for what it is, a tactic to control and undermine, you can fortify your mental defenses and maintain your autonomy. Remember, your mind is your own, and no one else has the right to rewrite your reality. The classic tactic of playing the victim. This red flag is as old as time itself, yet it remains as pernicious as ever. Picture this. Someone in your life who always seems to twist situations to portray themselves as the aggrieved party, regardless of the reality. This manipulation is more than a mere annoyance. It's a strategic move designed to avoid accountability and elicit sympathy from others. The Stoics would advise us to be wary of such behavior. Seneca, for instance, emphasized the importance of personal responsibility, urging us to own our actions and decisions. He believed that true strength lies in acknowledging our role in life's circumstances, rather than casting blame elsewhere. When you encounter someone who constantly plays the victim, it's crucial to maintain your perspective. Recognize the manipulation for what it is, and remind yourself of the Stoic principle that we are in control of our reactions and interpretations. By doing so, you protect your peace of mind and fortify your resilience against external attempts to sway your perception. The next time you face this red flag, remember, empathy is a valuable trait, but it should not be squandered on those who refuse to take accountability. Instead, focus on cultivating your own inner strength and clarity. The incessant critic, always quick to point out every flaw, every misstep, yet mysteriously silent when it comes to acknowledging achievements or progress. This behavior can be incredibly insidious, undermining your confidence and fostering a sense of dependence on their approval, which, unfortunately, never seems to come. It's a classic red flag of toxic individuals. Constant criticism without any recognition of your successes. Imagine you're excitedly sharing a recent accomplishment, a project at work that you poured your heart into, or a personal goal you finally achieved. Instead of being met with encouragement or congratulations, the response is a deflating critique of what you could have done better. Over time, this pattern can lead you to question your abilities and self-worth, which is precisely the manipulator's intention. From a Stoic perspective, this is where the principle of self-measurement becomes invaluable. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most renowned Stoic philosophers, often advised that the true measure of one's worth comes not from external validation, but from one's own reasoned judgment. By cultivating an internal metric for success, you become less susceptible to the whims of others' opinions. The Stoics teach us to focus on what we can control: our actions, our responses, and our internal dialogue. When faced with a critic who never acknowledges your achievements, reflect on your own values and standards. Ask yourself, are you doing your best according to your own principles? Have you acted with integrity and effort? If the answer is yes, then allow that to be your guide and reassurance. Recognize that constant criticism from others often reflects more about their insecurities and need for control than about your true abilities. In essence, by anchoring your self-worth in your own reasoned assessments rather than in the ever-changing and often harsh judgments of others, you can maintain your confidence and autonomy. This approach not only shields you from the corrosive effects of relentless criticism, but also empowers you to thrive independently, rooted firmly in self-respect and personal growth. As we delve into the sixth and final red flag, we confront the chilling absence of empathy or compassion in certain individuals. This trait is particularly insidious because it allows a person to inflict emotional harm without the burden of guilt or remorse. Imagine a scenario where someone close to you consistently disregards your feelings or the impact of their actions on others. This emotional detachment can make these individuals appear almost inhuman, as they navigate life without the moral compass that empathy provides. In Stoicism, empathy is not merely a soft-hearted virtue, but a rational recognition of our shared humanity. The Stoics teach us that every human is part of a larger community, interconnected and interdependent. Marcus Aurelius, the famed Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, reminds us in his Meditations that what is not good for the beehive cannot be good for the bees. This insight underlines the importance of empathy as a fundamental aspect of human existence. When faced with someone who lacks this crucial quality, it's vital to maintain your own sense of empathy while setting clear boundaries. Stoic wisdom advises us to focus on what we can control: our actions, our responses, and our choices. While we cannot change someone else's lack of empathy, we can choose how we respond and protect our emotional well-being. In the presence of such individuals, it is essential to cultivate a strong sense of self-awareness and resilience. Recognize the signs of emotional detachment early, and do not allow their indifference to diminish your own capacity for compassion. By staying true to your values and maintaining your integrity, you not only safeguard your mental health, but also set an example of the strength found in empathy and human connection. As we draw this enlightening journey to a close, let's revisit the 6 red flags that we've uncovered today. These are the subtle yet insidious signs that can reveal a darker nature in those around us. First, we discuss the habitual liars, those who manipulate truth to sow confusion and doubt. Remember, as Stoics, we are urged to maintain a clarity of mind, to see through deceit and hold on to our reason. Then we explored the love of conflict, where such individuals create drama to exert control. Here, the Stoic principle of inner tranquility reminds us to remain steadfast amidst chaos. Next, we examine gaslighting, a tactic that erodes self-confidence and distorts reality. Trusting in our reason and self-perception is key here, as Stoicism teaches. Moving forward, playing the victim was another tactic we identified, where accountability is dodged and empathy is manipulated. The Stoic emphasis on personal responsibility can shield us from such manipulation. Constant criticism was another red flag, used to undermine self-worth and foster dependency. Here, we are reminded of the Stoic principle of self-measurement and self-worth. Finally, we touched upon the lack of empathy or compassion, where emotional detachment can be dangerous. The Stoic value of empathy and human connection becomes crucial. Recognizing these signs is not just about safeguarding our peace, but also about empowering ourselves to trust our instincts. It's about prioritizing our mental well-being and living a life aligned with our values. So, as you navigate your interactions, let these insights guide you, helping you discern and distance yourself from toxic influences. Remember, your peace is precious, and protecting it is a profound act of self-respect.